New Zealand.
Yeah.
There's cliffs on both sides. There's nowhere for me to go, and it's fucking wicked out there in the ocean, And the cops get really mad. He lets him go, and the cops are like, "Oh, you'll let him go?" And he's like, "No, I didn't."
Yeah,
because it was like basically sending him out to his death.
Yeah, and that's the way that he wanted to go.
Catches his one big wave.
Yeah, and then he even says that in the beginning of the movie. He says nothing wrong with dying, doing what you love, and that's what he loved to do.
Mm-hmm.
And he got his last wave, and that's how he wanted to go out surfing. And I think that's how all of them want to go out surfing. But yeah, did you enjoyed that scene though? Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think that movie would have been as successful.
Yeah.
Or wouldn't have had a bigger, as big of an impact.
He's Vaya con Dios. Amazing, dude.
Yes. Oh man. And then he just tosses his badge in the water. He's like, "Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna go surf."
I think that was because he had lost his partner, and it was just more of a vengeance thing at that point.
Just to catch him.
And then so he caught his guy, and then he quits, and that's the end.
Yeah.
Do you want to do Swan Facts?
Oh yeah, I want to definitely want to hear some Swan Facts about this one.
All right.
Swan Facts.
All right. So Kathryn Bigelow has also directed such films as Hurt Locker, Zero Dark 30, Detroit, and Strange Days. Patrick Swayze has had already had experience in skydiving, so most of his footage in the film was real. He had done 55 jumps in total.
Nice.
Yeah. What's the scene? The last skydiving scene when they do like the he doesn't have a chute for Johnny, and he just falls back, and there's no editing.
Yeah,
that's really him. He just literally just jumped out. They filmed him doing that.
Oh, that's so nice.
It's
that's
fucking
so awesome.
insane. Yeah. What a badass. Dude.
Yeah, Swayze, man.
The film was both called Johnny Utah and Riders on the Storm before the Point Break was finally attached.
I think that sounds better.
Riders on the Storm is do you know what that's a reference to?
No.
It's a Doors song.
Okay.
Yeah, which I thought that could be cool, but they don't make any real Doors references in the film, so it's kind of like, well,
like, why would you pick that?
Johnny Utah is like, no. It's just like, no.
Yeah.
Point Break is cool because it's a clear, they're talking about how the film is attached to surfing, and I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Matthew Broderick, Johnny Depp, and Charlie Sheen all tried out for the part of Johnny Utah.
Oh, wow. Oh, crap. That would have been weird.
That's, some kind of pretty heavy hitters.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that Keanu won them over them. That's cool.
It was just his
time.
Yeah.
Then husband James Cameron and Bigelow wrote the final script together, although he is uncredited, if you pay attention at the end. The original Fast and Furious is known to be a loose remake of this film.
Yeah, you can see that. Yeah, you can definitely see that.
The ex-presidents' masks are Jimmy Carter, Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, and Lyndon Johnson, if you guys didn't know that.
Yeah. I am not a crook.
I always make that joke and nobody ever gets it.
Oh, man. It sucks knowing stuff that people don't.
They're just like, oh, I don't get it. Like I always say, go back to the valley, man. No one gets it.
Oh, man.
I am not a crook.
I am not a crook.
In Spain, this movie is referred to as, they call him Bodhi.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Which is really cool, right?
Yeah, that's awesome.
There's a quick cameo, as you pointed out earlier, although I did know this, by Chili Peppers frontman Anthony Kiedis during the fight on the beach where Johnny and Bodhi meet for the first time. The film was originally supposed to revolve around skateboarding.
Oh, wow, that would have been way different.
Pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
Keanu learned to surf for the film, something he still does for fun to this day.
Nice.
Swayze refused to have stunt doubles for the surfing scenes and in turn cracked 4 ribs.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, he's really surfing and he does some fucking crazy stuff.
Yeah, he's a good surfer.
Or was.
That's why he was.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. The man, the legend.
And that's all my Swan facts for this one.
Those are awesome.
Thank you.
Yes.
I try.
I was honestly looking forward to Swan facts.
Yeah?
For these, because I love this movie.
Well, yeah, because this is your pick.
Yeah.
It's always cool to find out maybe some stuff that you didn't know about, right?
Yeah, and I did want to know if he was actually jumping, from the plane. Mm-hmm. Because every time I watched it, I'm like, man, that either that's him or it's a stunt double, who looks just like him. Because, they do close-ups and everything of him, and it looks exactly like him, which it was him.
Yeah, I guess he was, he's like, of course, when he was alive, he was a certified, skydiver, which is very cool.
That's cool.
One more, I think, Patrick Swayze was quoted saying that he could relate to Bodhi with the fact that they're both, I guess, they have that adrenaline side.
Mm-hmm.
It allowed him to tap into that. I actually have a interview.
Ooh, okay.
Featuring Kathryn Bigelow, Patrick, Keanu, and maybe a couple other people.
Okay.
Lori Petty, I think, the love interest. Yeah. If you want to jump into that.
Definitely.
All right, let's check this out. Go back to the 90s real quick, guys.
Rock and roll. We are the ex-president.
I know I was attracted to it right from the beginning because I love the paradox that it's set up. You have these two worlds in direct opposition to one another.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and please don't forget to vote.
Okay, hot shot. You want to nail the bank robbers and be a big hero. Definitely. The ex-presidents are surfers.
You want the ultimate, you gotta be willing to pay the ultimate price. In a way, the reason I wanted to do this role was an opportunity for me to sort out my adrenaline junkie side.
You're trying to tell me the FBI is going to pay me to learn to surf?
How hard can it be?
Where's Johnny Utah? He's from Columbus, Ohio, working class, and played quarterback, and now he's an FBI agent.
Johnny Utah is really an everyman. He thinks he knows everything about the world as it exists, but finds, in a way, he knows very little. And he comes into contact with a person that is truly enlightened.
You still haven't figured out what riding waves is all about, have you? It's a state of mind. It's that place where you lose yourself and you find yourself. You don't know it yet, but you got it. It's right there.
They've got to pick up some traveling money. I definitely got a feeling on this.
Last time you had a feeling, I had to kill a guy. And I hate that. It looks bad on my report.
He's a confused, very strong directed, 22-year veteran of the FBI who has everything figured out. But he has been counted out by the Bureau.
Tyler's the love interest. That's what they like to call her. It's kind of funny. She doesn't know what's going on behind all she sees. If I didn't know better, I'd say you looked almost happy.
Come here.
This the guy?
Yeah.
Okay. I know. This is where,
Right.
On this film, I tried not to throw the same punch, not do the same fight, not do the same car slide or anything at all, except one time.
It's a very multifaceted piece.
It's not tragic to die doing what you love.
It's exciting, it's fun.
Ever done this before? No. But I've seen it on TV. 100% pure adrenaline.
On another level, I think it is kind of transcendent.
Adios, amigo!
Nice.
All right.
That was nice.
A little featurette for you guys.
Yeah, get that 90s vibe from that music. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Get you guys nice and hyped.
Yeah. One of the lines I forgot about, but I wanted to bring up was when Bodhi says, adrenaline, the feeling you get. He's like, some guys snort it, some guys poke a vein for it. All you gotta do is jump. Mm-hmm. And I just really like that line. It's an awesome line.
Yeah, because it's like these guys like surfing and that is a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not, of course, not ripping off banks, but that wasn't a nod to them kind of being like almost like hippies. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and he kind of goes into that during the speech at the bonfire when they figure out that Johnny Utah is onto them and he's an undercover cop. He kind of he dives into like his beliefs and why they come together to kind of do this, because they're like these people or these these banks and corporations are kind of they feel like they're being taken advantage of, you know what I mean? And it's their way of kind of getting back at the man, so to speak, right? And banks are insured anyway, so who are they really ripping off, right?
Not the people in there.
But, so we're nearing the end.
Yes.
So let's talk about anything you want to talk about. I don't know. If you want to plug,
you want to break some crazy news, or do you want to hold on to it for a little bit?
No, we can talk. We can talk about it.
All right. Go ahead. No, I want you.
You want me to do it?
Yeah.
So we have our next screening planned, which will be through the Digital Gym in San Diego once again.
Yes.
We plan to screen Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh, yeah.
The Black and Chrome edition.
Uh-oh.
So we're going back to the noir.
Yes.
You guys seem to love the Logan stuff, so we're hoping for an even bigger turnout. That's going to be not next month, but in March, towards the end of March, so you have time to request that off or what have you. We don't have a
specific date.
I mean, I'm in talks, but I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Shoot myself in the foot too soon. But yeah, towards the end of March. So stay tuned for more updates on that.
Yes.
And we'll be getting to work on some cool exclusive merch once again.
Oh yeah. Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
What else, man?
Well, thank you for doing this episode being able to show up.
Always.
It was a blast, again, watching the movie. You always pick really cool stuff.
Thank you.
You always surprise me, man. You really, really do. Yeah, I love Point Break. This was a treat. It was cool that I didn't pick this one.
Oh, okay.
Somebody else did. So that's really cool. I love this movie. It's one of my favorites too. What else? I want to talk. So next week, have you seen New Jack City?
Yes.
I want to do that one.
Oh, nice. I was just going to ask you.
Because I have the Blu-ray.
Okay.
So, let's take it back.
Oh, yeah,
to the 90s again.
Oh, yeah.
with Ice-T.
Oh man, play.
Wesley Snipes.